Well, it's another disgusting December day here, so I think I'm going to go inside and record this. So I've been spending some time thinking about my pretty epic trip around France, and just thought I'd do a little bit of a reprise on that. And I know quite a few people have a short attention span. In fact, I do myself. Duh.
Starts in 10 minutes.
So I've brutally edited the original video down to just 50 minutes. Something to watch while you're having a mince pie and a glass of sherry. I'm sure it'll be a good little bike. Should be good for, if I have to, 350 miles a day. The first day I'll be doing more than that probably. A little bit full of trepidation to some degree, but I'm sure it'll all be okay. Right, so for this trip I'm travelling light, and I mean seriously light. So light, in fact, Beverly has said she wouldn't want to be anywhere near me on the trip. I've got adequate changes of underwear and a few t-shirts and some shorts, camera stuff in here. And what do you think, Mrs. Little?
Well, I'm just glad I'm not travelling with you. Let's put it that way, because I would need far more than all of that for my luggage.
Why?
Because of, it's nice to change clothes, Robert.
Travelling typically light, where I will be doing laundry when necessary. I am taking bathing costume. My camera stuff is in here. Just hoping that don't have any problems with this temperature light. Otherwise, I may find them on my way home tomorrow night. Not normally up early enough for the dawn chorus. There's Mrs. Little, smiling.
Here he comes. Go very carefully. Off he goes.
40 miles down to the Channel Tunnel. The overheating light, or whatever you want to call it, has come on a couple of times. Comes on and it goes off after a while. I've had the engine light on as well as the heater, and obviously this, whatever this is, I don't know where it's coming from. I've only just seen it as I've got off. So had a problem with the bike yesterday. Heater light, overheating light kept coming on, and in the end, I got the when it cooled down, obviously I got the radiator cap off. and ended up putting in about 400 millilitres of water where the capacity is 640. So that was obviously a problem. There is some evidence of coolant along the side of the bike, so something leaked out somewhere. Anyway, I've topped it up. I shall carry on today and see how I get on. There is a Yamaha dealer in Besançon, which is where I'm heading for next. But if that doesn't work, and I'm still having problems, I'm probably going to come home, because I can't be doing this all the time and potentially damaging the engine. I'll just poodle back over it a few days. So I am pissed off. So I deliberately left the fuel cap off last night, as was suggested, to see if any air came through, and it was fuller than this, but I don't think it's leaked out. Let's see. All I would say is I wouldn't have expected to have this problem on a bike that's only not 2 years old and 4,000 miles on it. So I've just started the bike. The engine light remains on, and I've tried the old trick with turning it on and off. The radiator has been topped up, so it's just a question of seeing how long it lasts before the temperature light comes on. That's if it does. Well, this is the whizzers kind of road, isn't it? Orns. I mean, Orns. At last, I've reached the kind of roads I was hoping to see here. Hear the birds? Fuck. Well, I've been on the road 2 hours. I need to stop under some trees or something. Gone off again now, but I'm obviously losing coolant from somewhere. Right, I've done 79 miles this morning. The light has come on. The overheating light has come on. The fan is running. I'm obviously not going to check the water level at the moment, but I am absolutely bloody furious, to be honest. Continuing problems. I've now booked in to see the Yamaha dealer in Nancy. However, I've just spotted this. This isn't attached properly. Should be attached to that, surely. But then I don't see that it's coming out of there. In the meantime, I'm also having lunch. That's gin there, by the way. So I'm on the hard shoulder, limping towards the Yamaha dealer in Nancy. Fucking caper I get myself involved in. Sorry if you don't like swearing. I'm just hoping I get there. But having topped it up just now, the lights come on again, so I got some kind of well, they may be able to find out where the fluid's coming from, but I can't see it. So I am in Palmi New Bike. So you find me in the Yamaha dealership in Nancy. My bike is in the workshop and another bike is being cannibalized. It's a water pump and probably the thermostat as well. Don't know what caused that, all that, of course. So anyway, long and the short of it is I'm still hoping to carry on. Anyway, we'll see what happens. Putting in a new thermostat and impeller, 17 days out of warranty, but Fowlers seem to think that Yamaha may be kind to me. Anyway, I've got to pay for it first. Parts are about 300 euros, and I've got two hours or more of labour to pay on top of that. Hopefully I'll get away tonight before dark, otherwise my plans will have to change. So I had totally miscalculated how far it was to Besançon from Nancy. In fact, it was 217 miles. I didn't leave the dealership or the workshop until 7:30 p.m. I'd eaten nothing. I stopped about a third of the way and filled up and got a McDonald's. And I eventually arrived in the Campanile in Besançon at nearly midnight. I was absolutely knackered, and to be honest, it was getting pretty bloody cold by then. So as I drove into the Campanile, I saw the reception lights were on, so I went and parked, got off the bike, walked back to reception only to see the lights going out. And I thought, oh God. So I started ringing the bell and banging on the door, no response. Anyway, this young guy comes across, he'd obviously seen me come in, he was waiting for me, but he had also sent me an email telling me my key would be in the key safe. Well, he found the key safe. There's no way I would have found the key safe. I was imagining myself sleeping under a bloody tree or something. What a disastrous day, honestly. Anyway, eventually I got into the room and I ended up washing socks and hanging stuff up, because I do laundry. I like to be as clean as possible. Anyway, tomorrow is another day. Just got to the hotel in Besançon. Might be 11:30 at night and very dark. But us bikers have to be clean, don't we? So look, got some soap here. Just doing my first laundry. You wonder how enterprising I am? Here is the washing line, right over the top of the air conditioner, which couldn't be more perfect. Look. Be nice and dry and toasty in the morning. I'm back on the road, heading south from Besançon, and I don't want to tempt fate. Just coming into a few twisties. Oh. Stone tunnel. Those houses over there, Switzerland. Right, well I've made it down onto Lake Geneva. I have to say it's bloody hot. The water is very inviting, but I'm not going to go skinny dipping. I'm now going to head up into the mountains and go off to my lodgings, which is going to be about an hour and a half, I think, and maybe slightly more if I dawdle. Managed to get myself in the middle of a bloody farmyard, so I'm having to have a search and see which way to go. Oh, well, I tried to pick an interesting road, but it ended up as a farm track. That is no good to me. It's all very rural round here. It's right that people know how exceptionally clean we bikers are. I've washed these socks before I went for dinner, and now I've done some more washing, and it's out to dry. The underwear is out to dry, so hopefully tomorrow morning. Oh look, skidoos. So excuse my decrepit look this morning, but after the caper of the last 3 days, leaving home at 4:30 on on Wednesday, and then the palaver I had with the bike on Thursday, and only getting 4 hours sleep on Thursday night. I've actually had about 10 hours, so I am feeling a little bit better than I was. I will be feeling a bit better. I had quite a nice meal here last night, believe it or not, in the Campanile, and I'm looking forward to just getting something inside me for breakfast. Coming out into the morning sunshine, just checking the old bike's okay, and whether it is fit to act as a clothes peg for me, and I would say it is. I'm going to put this on here as it didn't dry properly last night. There we are. You know this is how I do it. We know this is how Itchy Boots does it. I'm bloody sure of that, but we just don't see it. I'm showing you the real thing. And if this doesn't dry before I start out, I'll just hang it there and it'll be dry by 10 o'clock in the wind. Well, good morning from somewhere in France. Lovely spot this. I'm on a fairly windy road on my way to Briançon. It's only about 140 miles, but it'll take a while to get it. I'm going to stop a few times, as you can hear, bikes around. I think I'm going to have a cuppa. The hills are alive. Oh well. I don't know where that is exactly, whether I'm heading that way or not. But I won't sing to you. Here they all are. Just ridden through more twisties than I care to mention, and through spectacular scenery. What confuses me, I mean, I'm not used to twisties like this, but what confuses me is the bigger bikes, the guys on bigger bikes with t-shirts and shorts and flip-flops on, are riding through at like 40 and 50 miles an hour. I assume they're not remotely interested in the view and they just want to test their own stress levels. But it just seems mad to me. You know, why would you go out in the mountains and attempt to do a hairpin bend at 25 miles an hour? Just seen a bloody great snake slithering across the road. I don't know what it was. It was a good 3 feet long. I don't think I can carry on this road. I'm deliberately trying to avoid the motorway, but this road that goes along all the way on the side of the motorway has got these bloody humps all the way along. I just don't think I can put up with it. Don't quite know what's going on here. It's a big tunnel. Toll to go through here. I don't know how much it is. I don't even know how long it is. Pardon?
One way.
Yeah. How much? Combien?
36.
Okay. Merci. Christ. It's cost me 36 euros to go through this bloody tunnel. I don't know how long it is. Oh well. Kilometers. So this is a 12-kilometer tunnel through the mountain This cost 36 of their very good euros. Bloody hell. Not sure what's going on here, but it's saying I'm in Italy. Well, it does seem that I'm briefly in the land of spaghetti and pasta. Here I'm in Italy, briefly. I have to say this has been a very difficult day. I think this will go in. Missy?
Perfect. I wait you in the reception
Okay.
on the left.
Okay. Just sitting on the balcony of my expensive hotel in Briançon. It cost £67 for the night. And I was in Italy today as well. But I'm in agony with my back. Got the old Solpadine in there. I think it's like spasming when I approach one of the horrendous humps, speed humps they have over here, as you may remember. And I just go into spasm with anticipation. I have got the other stuff. Anyway, I decided to get off the old road and came on the motorway the rest of the way and ended up in Italy. Not quite what I expected. Well, well, good morning from Briançon. The swallows are flying. My voice is croaky because I've only just woken up. Unfortunately, I'm experiencing problems with my back. I know what the cause is, and it's these humps in the road just before you go into and out of every French village. And I took something for it last night, and it has settled a bit. So today I'm off to the Col de la Bonnette. I'm about to go and have breakfast. I'm going to take my helmet and jacket out to the bike, and because it's a bit of a job going up and down these stairs with heavy luggage. Oh, well, I'm up at the Col du Vars. Now I know that's incorrect pronunciation, which my daughter will no doubt pick me up on. But this is en route to the Col de la Bonnette. 23. Col de la Bonnette. Uh-oh. I'm taking these far more slowly. Steve on his scooter for a minute. Fair play, mate. See there's bikes and cars up there. Cyclists. Seems to be okay, mostly in second, except on the bends. At the Col de la Bonnette. 9,200 feet. The little bike made it. That's okay. What a little bike. Made it. 9,000 feet. Bike seems to be okay. So now I've got to make my way back down again. Right, off we go. Let's go then. As somebody said. Who said that? I can't remember. Let's go. Can this be right? I don't think I'm on the right road. You? I don't think so. I think I'm on the wrong road altogether. I shouldn't have turned right here. Another bit of spectacular gorge. Typical southern French town, I would say. Never been here before.
A few moments later.
Well, I don't know about going commando, but if this lot ain't dry tomorrow morning, I'll be going down to breakfast, start bollock naked. Well, I am in Castellane for the night. A restaurant has been recommended. So this is a Portuguese dish. Fish. Some kind of cod, I think it is. With an onion sauce. So ready to go again. The underwear is here. The socks are hanging. Another pair of socks this side. And the t-shirt. Hopefully all will be dry before long. Look at this. And actually, they've built all this, but there's not even any potholes. Wow, look at this. I'm not sure there's anything quite like this in the Grand Canyon in USA. Look how far down that water is. People seem to be thinking, what do we have here? With socks and underwear and t-shirts. Well, this is quite a spot. Very windy up here. I'm at the top of the Montagne de Loure. So I'm at 5,750 feet. Nice and clear up here, but bit of a shame you can't see much down there. Basically, I'm in a little town called Meurs, or village called Meurs, where I'm staying the night. And I thought, oh, that looks a nice place. The restaurant looks nice. closed on Monday, so I arrived here all hot and sweaty, having done about 160 miles from Castellane through the Gorge de Verdun, up the Montagne de l'Eure and across Provence, and I sort of peeled my jeans off, and I've had to go out again to the bloody restaurant. Given that lamb is so bloody expensive, I've got a damn good helping here. They must have felt sorry for me. Good morning from the south of France. Just checking to see the bike is okay. So good morning from the little hilltop town of Mers, or Mers, where I spent the night last night. Just down the road is the rather more fashionable town of Gordes in Provence. Absolutely stunning view this morning, 7:30. Before breakfast, I thought I'd better go out for a little walk to make the present Mrs. Little proud of me. Just coming into the hilltop town of Gordes. I bet there's a market here every day. Very busy place here. I'm glad I didn't stay here overnight, to be honest. But what a gorgeous place. It's absolutely fantastic here. Just stunning. Bloody hell, it's going to be a hot one today. The garage is fitting me in at 4 o'clock for an oil change. I think it probably needs it. This is one of my personal landmarks, the arena in Nîmes, the Roman arena. Got a photo of the 1600 intruder here nearly 20 years ago. But Beverly joined me on that run. She wouldn't come on the back of this 125, I don't know why. Here comes my bike. Certainly hot. Very, very hot. Right, here we go then. Not the easiest of drives, this. Even in the car. Last time I did this was on the intruder. So, hot, aching, tired, that's me sorted for the next 3 nights, 2 days. So here is the amazing 2,000-year-old Pont du Gard. Many years ago, when I was a kid, we were camping here, built by the Romans to take water to Nîmes. The most amazing structure. When I was a kid, I walked across the top of this thing. How the hell I was allowed to do it, I really don't know. But you're not allowed to do it anymore. So I'm now negotiating my way down the autoroute de Mastergasque. So this is the bridge over the River Gardon in Gard, near where my friend Jean-Denis lives. Takes you across the little village of Roussan, where I used to go on a bicycle and also in the car to get bread. I've been across this bridge umpteen times. And in 2002 there was a horrendous, exceptional flood, where you can see in these images the water actually went over the bridge, and you can judge for yourself how high the bridge is. Damaged a lot of property, the church in the village. Incredible. I mean, it's just impossible to imagine how it could have happened and how ferocious the river must have been. This bridge over the Gardon at Dions often floods. It doesn't take an awful lot of water to render it impassable. Just pulled in for a minute because there aren't too many gaps in the hedges and forest here. But if I turn the video around, you'll see what it's like. So this is the Cevennes. Mile upon mile of, I'm not going to say it's original forest, but goodness gracious, nobody's planted this, have they? It's incredible. Warm, bordering on hot. What a fantastic view. The old bridge there. Incredible. Now, if that isn't a stunning view, I don't know what is. But stopping here, it's so damn hot. Repeating myself day in and day out on this trip, I'm sorry. I just pulled in off the road for a few minutes just to rest my weary ass. But I just thought this was a beautiful, I know you can hear the cars going by, but this is a beautiful spot here, really. Lovely view. Look at that. Just a bit different, isn't it, to tend to see in England. So it's just after 7 o'clock. The bar is open and people are inside drinking. I am going to break the habit of a lifetime. They have no baguette, so I'm going to have a chocolate croissant, which is something I would never normally have, ever. In fact, I don't think I've ever had one. But I feel there should be something in my stomach to absorb the various cocktail of medications that I take. So here I am at Mackie D's in Tour du Nord, and I'm having my petit déjeuner. I gotta be honest, I don't like these terminals that you have to mess with. And they didn't look as if they've got any hash browns. Well, they haven't. So I'm just having the egg and bacon McMuffin, which suits me okay. Anyway, then I'm setting off for basically for Normandy. So another day I shall be back in Blighty. So I have an espresso, a double espresso, because I really mean it. On a bacon McMuffin. So somebody has taken a bite out of that. Where I am at the moment, and I'm gonna have a coffee. It's about 11 o'clock before I go on and meet my mate Brian Leonard from Ireland. and we're going to have a drink or a little bit of lunch or something together. I get the ferry back tomorrow morning. There's something on my t-shirt, if I think of it I'll show you. It says we do these things because, not because they are easy, but because we thought they are easy. Play on the words of Kennedy, I think. Anyway, I'll talk to you soon, maybe later. Well, if I ever come to this place again, I'm not going to have a problem speaking the language.
On the back. The bike's French, but never been on the road.
We had the swept across pipes down.
Yeah, they came down
and off into one, four into one. Yeah, beautiful. And the little studs on the seat. You know, the trim.
But I must admit with you that any cabin now is going to kill me. The last time I looked,
No regrets. No, I will have no regrets. All the things that went wrong, for at the last I have learned to be strong. Rien de rien. Non, je ne regrette rien. C'est payé, balayé, oublié. Je me fous du passé.
Right, so I've woken up to a rather foggy 6 a.m. here in Ustrom, and I'm going to go in and have breakfast first thing, because I'm not known to turn down something free. Come down to the bike, which is absolutely fine, other than the sheepskin, the old faithful, is absolutely soaked with dew. So I shall either have to sit on it, or more likely I'll pull it back and it'll evaporate while it's on the ferry. I've had a very nice, interesting and challenging time, really. Challenging physically because of what I've done. And certainly the bike after Nancy has done brilliantly. So, leaving the hotel, and the ferry is just around the corner.
And here he comes, the intrepid rider. He's waving, accompanied by his more friends. He's another winner. he's having a job getting his leg over, but then that's been the same for years.
Well, I hope you enjoyed that, and please remember, it does help my channel if you subscribe. It costs nothing to subscribe. You may not be interested in everything that I do, but you will get a notification when I publish a new video. I am planning something in 2026, so Happy New Year.